Hey guys, it's the Chatty Beaver. Today I'm talking about video game controversies. Now, controversies are no stranger inside the gaming industry. Just take a look back during the 90s with games like Mortal Kombat and Night Trap, which were deemed way too violent. I always get a kick out of what earlier generations thought were too extreme compared to the absolute madhouse of violence and sexual content we have in today's gaming. Although, to be fair, a lot of that logic that was used during the 90s was fear that video game content in the future would become even more extreme to a point where people have become so desensitized to even the most grotesque of details, which honestly could be worth investigating, but that's a conversation for another time. So who is responsible for making controversies in gaming? Well, in my opinion, that answer has shifted throughout the years. A good example of this would be a game called 6 Days in Fallujah. Now, this game was notorious back in the mid-2000s for portraying the Battle of Fallujah, which, if you're not familiar with, was not great. A lot of the media picked up this game and the controversy surrounding a bloody battle that took place only 5 years after the game was announced was not handled well. The publisher of the game, Konami, eventually cut ties with the game completely, and not too long after that, the game was completely canceled. And that was the last we heard of 6 Days in Fallujah, until 2021. With a new development team and publisher, it said that this game is getting picked up again and released this year in 2023. And to no surprise, this game maybe garnered even more controversy than before, with some outlets even saying this game is Islamophobic. I looked at the game, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look that amazing. Just looks like a generic shooter with tactical elements, but I might give it a fair shake when it comes out. While this was probably the biggest controversy at the time, there was one controversy I remember very fondly, and that was back in 2015 with a game called Hatred. Now, the biggest problem with this game is that you're a dude that hates the world and your objective is to cause as much destruction and chaos as possible. Kind of like how people mess around in GTA by killing everyone in sight, except that's the entire game. Now, this game was said to be so graphic and violent that it accumulated a very rare adults-only rating. Only a few games ever get this rating. Like Cory in the House on the Nintendo. So many people complained about this game. Even news outlets got around to talking about it, and before you know it, the game was completely banned off Steam. Until it wasn't, and Steam put it right back on, and even Gabe himself apologized to the developers for taking it off in the first place. See, what I tell you guys, look at this. It's on Steam right now. Oh, look, very positive rating too, that's kind of surprising. Oh, $6? Oh, that's pretty cheap. Controversies like these happened here and there, but then there was kind of this shift in the gaming industry where controversies stopped becoming this rare occurrence and became a regular event. Just look at 2022's controversies alone. Gran Turismo has too many microtransactions. Last of Us Part 1 remake is way too expensive. Overwatch 2 sucks eggplants. EA thinks they're funny. Tekken players are shortphobic. Bayonetta developers are way too cheap. Pokemon runs at 2 frames a second. Diablo Immortal's existence. Gotham Knights' existence. Saints Row's existence. The Stadia's existence. All these controversies in just 1 year. And 2023 doesn't look to stop the momentum either. Within just February alone, we have arguably the most controversial game of all time. Combined with another game that's garnered quite a bit of controversy as well, and now even one of the most beloved gaming IPs of all time is coming under scrutiny too. But how did so many controversies come to be? And how did... Oh yeah, that's how. Yeah, that makes sense. It should come to no surprise that social media has a very big reach over how people feel over everyday topics, and video games are no exception. I'm not saying that controversies are never warranted, but I am saying maybe we should take a step back and ask ourselves, remember Puddlegate?